We talked earlier today about just the universality of suffering and how in Viktor Frankl's book, Man's Search for Meaning, he talks about that suffering and death are needed to complete life. And so that tells me that as a pain patient, we must try to make peace with it. We must try to see a good in the pain. As we talked about in our culture, it's dark. But is there a light that we can find in it by the lessons that we learn and the education that we learn, and the almost like pain is this catalyst that causes us to change? Otherwise, we would be the same person without this force.
You used a beautiful metaphor after talking about Viktor Frankl of gold, and how you heat the gold and you can remove the impurities, and what you're left with is much more beautiful than what you had before. Pain is that cauldron that's been heated up that allows us to distill things that are clouding up our perspective on what life's all about, and allows us to focus on the important things. And this is true for nations as well. You cannot be a wealthy nation if you're not a healthy nation. So I think as a society, we can begin to use the lessons we take away from people who are suffering pain and change the lives that we live. And by the way, we're building a nation of survivors. A lot of folks suffer from illnesses they would have died from. We can now save their lives, but instead they have chronic pain, and they can overcome it. There are things they can do to make themselves better and more able to live life with their pain. But they've got to ask that key question that you've been pushing on, which is, how do you surrender to it? How do you move past the sensation of pain that you may have every single day and become a better person as you transcend the whole process? And one of the best ways of doing that is to give back, is to change the life of others. And I think that's what Pain Expo offers a lot of folks the opportunity to do.